Listen, we'd love if you would connect with us. You can find each and every one of us on Twitter. There are our various handles, and Twitter's a lot of fun because we not only share thoughts during the show, but hey, we're kind of cool people outside of it as well. I don't know. Andrew, what do you think?
Absolutely. No question, I love how in the community you are.
It sounds like I paid you to say that.
No, it's true. It's true.
Listen, I love your support. All right, so we've got a number of devices set out in front of us, and I've already introduced you a little bit, but it's Andrew Milne, CEO of BV02. Okay, Device Lab.
Yeah.
What exactly is a device lab?
Well, it's an open device lab. So there's a movement, a grassroots movement moving sort of across the nation. We got 22 countries involved now. We were number 57 opening our lab. There's 63 as of this morning. And what these device labs are a pooling of resources where people in communities can get together and start testing websites, applications, devices, and making sure that they're moving past what an emulator can do, which is, it only does the top level, which is understanding how it reacts and looking at it, but you can't get the touch, the understanding of how a real life interaction works, the different operating systems, speed. So those things are about being in the immersive engagement.
Okay. Why did you want to create the Open Device Lab?
Well, we started by doing it for ourselves. We started building a lab and we got to about 20 devices, and we started realizing the real momentum about how many devices we're actually going to have. And so we're up to about 30 plus now, which is a good staple for testing. Once we started realizing just how much we had, we started talking to people in the community, and they were saying, wow, can we use the lab? And we started doing research and seeing that this open device lab concept was actually really attractive. The idea is that the community comes in, brings their devices. We don't have to donate them to us. They can leave them with us and we'll look after them.
Right.
But it allows them to have, anybody, to have free access to testing devices. And, you know, on a whole level, we start thinking about Ottawa and how much we're doing global work now from Ottawa, and we need to raise all of our games. And so by limiting ourselves to just using it with our clients seemed a little selfish, especially when we have this sitting in a room. So we've actually cordoned off a whole space, defined a location. You can book the lab, you can come in, use it, and allow yourself to basically test all the devices at your free will. Okay.
Are there a large number of people who are just starting out that don't have access to various devices like these?
Well, typically a lot of the groups and agencies and clients we've worked with have small amounts of devices, a couple. So the standard ones, the iOS, the Blackberries, some of the Samsungs. But what you start realizing is that we had legacy devices. There's so much happening in mobile, and so much is moved in these devices. We're even now collecting devices for the TV screens. So inside the lab, we actually have giant screens with actual remote devices to try and testing out how they transit.
Okay.
So yeah, 2 or 3 devices typically, but really to get a good sense, you got to be testing on 20 or 30 devices.
And you've got upwards over 35.
Over 35, and we're looking for more. Obviously, we're trying to. It's funny, some of the ones we've got donated to us. The Ottawa Public Library has been a big supporter of this, and they've added some devices that were screen readers that were really popular, or some of them it's just sort of our test devices. It's very interesting. Okay.
When can people come in and test out the Open Lab?
Yeah, so we're having an opening, which is one of the reasons I'm glad you're supporting the community. As I said, you're in the community. Thursday at 3 o'clock this week, 858 Bank Street. We're having an open. You can go to the lab website. We actually have a lab website here.
Yeah.
And you can register, come in and use the lab, or just come in and join us. So we'd love to see people come out. Honestly, it's free for everybody. So we want companies, other agencies, other developers, freelancers, people who are working in open data. We want the entire community to use this and help run and donate and add value to it.
Okay. If I don't know what I'm doing, is there room for me at the Open Device Lab?
Absolutely. And we've got people on staff that have volunteered to help people who would like to come in and just see what this looks like. And we've actually developed some interesting software that runs across all the devices.
Okay.
So you can use a computer to set up the tools that you're looking at, and it'll run automatically across all the devices, which is one of the big concerns. How many different URLs do you have to punch into all the different machines?
Okay.
So we're building some software to make it easier for kickstarting this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a website on the screen, BV02.com. People can go there to learn more information.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
It was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in, and good luck with the launch tomorrow.
Thank you very much.